What's up, everybody? I'm here with Ola Adeniyi. And starting off, Ola, can you, again, for everybody at home, can you say your full name?
It is Ola Adeniyi.
Okay. And where are you originally from? Where's that name come from?
It's originally from Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria, and it means my wealth is coming.
Okay. When did you move to the U.S.?
When I was about 8.
And is football something that's always been a part of your life, or is it just from high school? When did you start liking football?
Honestly, really not really till high school because growing up, in Nigeria we didn't have football. We played soccer, so I was a soccer player.
Okay.
Came here, still wanted to play soccer. Ended up getting fat, and I'm saying, I saw McDonald's and all this stuff, and I ended up getting fat, so soccer was out the picture. And
I don't know if I would call you fat, but
uh,
but maybe not the soccer body type, but yeah, okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah, so it was definitely out the picture. And then my coaches in high school just saw me and just try to keep confronting my mom to let me play because she was not okay with it, and
Mm-hmm.
ended up coming to an agreement to where it was, if I clean my room every day and all this other stuff, then I will be able to go play. And I mean, that was the agreement we had. So even there was one day where I didn't clean my room. She called my coaches and they sent me home just so I could go clean my room. So I mean, so it was definitely
Okay.
definitely not
So
something that I grew up on, but what I'm saying, I ended up loving it and really didn't even really start liking it till I grew up in the same neighborhood as Emmanuel Agba that plays for the Browns. Well,
okay,
he
awesome.
drafted by the Browns, just
Mhm.
won the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, and he just signed a contract with the Dolphins. And really watching him and seeing what he did, and we went to the same high school and everything. So it just from there, I was like, man, like that's something that I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Well, it sounds like you held up your end of the bargain as far as keeping your room clean. So that's good to hear because we're glad to have you. Let's start at the beginning of your NFL career and coming out of Toledo. First of all, was there a reason why you chose Toledo?
Honestly, I mean, I chose Toledo because of my mom. At the end of the day, it kind of came down to where did my mom feel comfortable with me going to, you know what I'm saying? Just because, I was raised by a single mother and, what I'm saying, it was just me and my brother. So, like, whenever we
Okay.
went on our visits, and my mom is a very spiritual woman, you know what I'm saying? So she prayed about it and, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and she wanted me to go somewhere where I would have a father figure. And Coach Campbell at the time was the head coach at Toledo. And she loved Campbell so much, you know what I'm saying? She had so much respect for him. And so she just felt comfortable with me going there.
Okay. Awesome. Now, take me through this. You went undrafted in 2018. 2017, you were a 20-year-old junior and you had 20 tackles for a loss of 8.5 sacks. Why did you go undrafted?
Um, honestly, couldn't tell you that. Even now, sometimes when me and Kevin Colbert, our GM, be talking, he even thought at some point that I was drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just I
Mm-hmm.
can't really tell you that, but height is a big factor in opposition, and people probably thought that maybe I wasn't tall enough or
Okay.
fast enough.
Yeah, definitely that tweener size a little bit, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out myself because 20 years old, TFL is one of the best indicators for success from college to the NFL level. So that one went past me too. I'm not sure why. Do you think that you were going to go in a certain round? Did any teams talk to you and say they were going to draft you on day three? Anything like that?
Honestly, when me and my agent talked, it was, I mean, we thought, okay, mid to late rounds, and that's what we were, you know what I'm saying, we were getting see.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, and going into it, that's what I was waiting for. But at some point, when you start seeing, kickers and punters get drafted before you, you're like, oof, you know what I'm saying? So, um, but I never sat there and questioned, hey, why did I go draft? No, I just, when it happened, it happened. So it's something that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? I've been doubted my whole life playing football. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really
Mm.
get too many offers, and you know what I'm saying, in high school, and you know what I'm saying, it's just something that I was used to. So it wasn't nothing that phased me or diminished my what I'm saying, motivation or anything. It was just I'm gonna just
Okay.
go work.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's stick to that subject for a minute. And did you watch the 2018 draft in its entirety to see if you were going to be picked?
Yeah, I mean, I always watch the draft just cause it's always
Okay.
fun to what I'm saying, just it's something that I've been doing, so
Yeah.
definitely watched it all. Yeah.
So what were your thoughts when the Pittsburgh Steelers signed you as an undrafted free agent?
I mean, it was just all right. Let's go in there, ready to work. I mean, my agent sat down and talked about it. I had a good amount of offers from a lot of teams to come sign with them, and my agent just kind of sat down and what I'm saying, tried to
Okay.
what the best team for what the best fit for me is as well. You know what I'm saying, and at the end of the day, we had to go with the Steelers.
Okay. Was there a team that you had a preference if you were able to choose prior to being picked up by the Steelers?
Honestly, um, going through the whole draft process, it seemed like being home was where I was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Being in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Being in Houston, it's
Yeah.
that was kind of the vibe I was getting. But then they ended up drafting two outside linebackers, and one of them was my boy that I'm saying, I played with in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Played against, and I'm saying, we're all good friends now. And even Peter, they drafted Peter Kalimbayi, and even now, me and him are cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just so when I seen that happen, I was like, okay, now I kind of figured.
Now, a lot of people don't realize you are actually on the Steelers right now playing with two former Toledo teammates, that being Diontae Johnson and Tuzar Skipper. Let's talk about Johnson for a little bit. Were you surprised at how well he did during his rookie season?
Not at all. Not at all. Even when he was even before even the draft was announced, I just had a feeling that we were gonna get him, and I knew what he could do. I played with him. You know what I'm saying? We played together. I've seen what he could do. I was never surprised, and he wasn't surprised either because he knew that he could be a receiver that stepped up. And even beginning of the season, he wasn't even on the starting lineup. It was Dante Moncrief, you know what I'm saying? And he just kept working and just kept grinding. And, you know what I'm saying? He eventually got to display what he can do, you know what I'm saying? So I was never surprised at
Yeah.
all.
For sure. Number one out of receivers this year in yards per separation per target. So a pretty impressive statistic. Do you believe that Diontae Johnson has what it takes to develop into a number one receiver eventually in the NFL?
Oh, for sure. For sure. As long as he keeps, you know what I'm saying, doing what he needs to do. And I know him, he's probably somewhere right now working out as we speak, you know what I'm saying? Um, so for sure, that's no doubt in my mind that Deontay definitely could be a number one receiver.
Now, let's go back to you. You were dominant in your first NFL preseason. Did this change the coach's perspective of you at all, or have you been showing that throughout training camp? Did they already know? Did they expect you to be dominant like that in your first preseason?
I wouldn't say they expected me to be dominant, but they already, you know what I'm saying, in training camp, they kind of saw a little glimpse of, you know what I'm saying, what I could do. And even like something as little as when I came into, when I joined the Steelers, when I got there, they wanted me to drop weight. You know what I'm saying? I got there, you know what I'm saying, 255. And they were like, you know what, no, we don't want you at 255. And even just showing that when I came back to training camp, I dropped the weight that they wanted me to drop, you know what I'm saying? And from there, even just showing that I could even just do that, I think like they enjoyed that and they liked that, and just showed that I'm actually dedicated to this and motivated enough to do that. And from there, just kind of transitioned through training camp, showed what I could do through training camp, and you know what I'm saying, preseason came around. I don't think they were too surprised about what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because they already saw it in training camp.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Is there a player, a specific player that you model your game after?
Man, not even gonna lie to you. I look at Melvin Ingram. Melvin Ingram is
Okay.
one guy that, you know what I'm saying, I look at, like, you know what I'm saying, not, you know what I'm saying, not the tallest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's fast, but, you know what I'm saying, not the fastest guy, you know what I'm saying, but the guy, you know what I'm saying, can pass rush and just dominate, you know what I'm saying. So I kind of watch him a lot.
Sure, I can see that. I can see that. I think Steelers fans, some of them at least during the preseason watching you, they went a little different route when they saw the 92 on your back, your stature and how you get low around the edge. And so James Harrison came up a few times, which also isn't a bad comparison to have either.
Not for sure. One of the greats.
Now, what are your expectations for this season? Have the coaches given you any indication of how much playing time you might get? Are you going to be the first off the bench in the rotation for edge this year?
Don't really know too much about that. Like, I'm just gonna go in and do what I gotta do to make sure that I'm the first guy, you know, coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yep, for sure. And we might see that come to fruition here. The Steelers drafted another outside linebacker this year in Alex Highsmith. Yeah. And though he's a rookie, you're entering your third season in the NFL. I don't think some people realize that you're actually a month younger than Alex. Did you know that?
I didn't even know that.
Okay, you are. So my question to you is, you're very young. You're still one of the younger players on the team. How can you be a leader to players that are actually older than you, like Alex Highsmith and like Tuzar Skipper in the locker room?
You know, even now during the offseason, whenever we had sometimes the defense met up and we did what we had to do. There it was like, you know, just helping guys learn the playbook a lot more. I feel like I can contribute towards that, and especially me probably being one of the main guys on special teams now, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, Dirty Red gone, you know what I'm saying, with LJ that was gone, you know what I'm saying. Those guys that were, like, you know what I'm saying, main guys on special teams, I can help the younger players, you know what I'm saying, develop and understand the game and understand how important, you know what I'm saying, special teams is, especially guys that, you know, not a starter or nothing like that. So I think I can, you know, contribute towards that area as well.
All right. Yeah, for sure. Take me through a day in your off season. What does your workout look like? What does your diet look like?
So right now, I train at 9:30 in the morning with an LJ Performance here in Houston. And, you know, great place, great workout, you know, we get it in. And as for my diet, I just got Mom Dukes cooking for me, you know what I'm saying? I barely get to be home, so kind of using this time to just enjoy my mom's cooking.
That's perfect. Let's shift gears here for a second, and let's talk about your teammate, Bud Dupree. Entering a contract year, we'll say. He's on the franchise tag right now. Just filed a grievance with the NFLPA, which I'm sure that you heard about, wants to be paid as a defensive end. So that would give him about $17.8 million a year as opposed to the $15.8 roughly that he is set to receive on the franchise tag right now. Do you think that Bud should be paid as a defensive end this year?
Man, that guy deserves every bit of money that he's trying to get, in all honesty. You can't sit here and say somebody that elevated their game to that point, got double-digit sacks, and, you know what I'm saying, he's a pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? TJ Watt is a pass rusher. That's what guys are. And defensive ends are what? Pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? So it just, to me, it doesn't. And then if he took at least more than 50% of his snaps was him rushing. If more than 50% of his snaps is rushing, I even think more than 60%, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I've got the numbers actually for you here too. And Bud only dropped back, it was 48 times last season. So that was his coverage snap. So yeah, he is a pass rusher. Completely agree on that standpoint. And that's why I think we should use the more modern term as an edge defender. Do you agree with that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Let's group them together, because that is what Bud and that's what TJ and that's what you get paid to do. Is you're primarily paid to get after the quarterback. And so I have no problem with him filing that grievance, and we'll see how it turns out for him.
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. He's been working his tail off. He deserves it. And I mean, he also has a family as well. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure. Do you think that Bud has a chance to return to the Steelers beyond the 2020 season, or do you think he's entering his last year in Pittsburgh?
Honestly, I couldn't really speak on that. That's up to Bud and how he feels about the entire situation.
Totally understandable. If you are called upon to be the next guy up at right edge next year for the Steelers, why do you think you can handle that role playing opposite of TJ Watt?
Honestly, I feel like I can handle it just because like I've been in the system. They know I can pass rush. You know what I'm saying? It's me and my T-talk. It's not a conversation of pass rush. It's a conversation more of elevating my special teams game and being that guy in special teams. You know what I'm saying? So if that ever happens, you know what I'm saying, they know what I can do. And I say I do my assignment. And I just, you know what I'm saying, I do what I'm asked of myself, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they ask me to do is what I'm going to do. So
Absolutely.
I'm a guy that, you know what I'm saying, that can be depended on. And yeah.
Do you have any personal goals for the upcoming season?
Honestly, I wanted to get, one of my personal goals was to try to get a sack this year and try to get a sack under my belt in a regular season game, you know what I'm saying? And then also one goal that I have going from here on out is to try to make a Pro Bowl. You know,
Okay.
special team wise or something. I want to make a Pro Bowl.
Awesome. We'll keep pushing. We've seen what you've been able to do in the preseason so far. Injuries hampered you a little bit last year, but we're hoping that you take another leap forward this season. Would be awesome.
Yeah.
Ola, do you have a best friend on the team?
Man, my dog, Trooks. Y'all probably always see us together. If you know what I'm saying, even in training camp, that's my roommate. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. So
Okay.
That's who I be with a lot. But you know what I'm saying, T, like everybody I came in with, you know what I'm saying, we are all like, you know what I'm saying, tight. But
Sure.
me and Trooks live in the same neighborhood, but you know what I'm saying,
Good.
Terrell, Marcus, Jay Sam, you know what I'm saying, all those guys that I came in with, you know what I'm saying. But especially like we all just still have that bond right there, you know what I'm saying.
Good. That's awesome. If you had to label one teammate as the nicest player on the team, who would that be?
Somebody that genuinely, Joe Hayden.
Okay.
Joe Hayden, man. I mean, honestly, when you talk to him and he just gives you that good energy and that good vibe every time you talk to him.
Awesome. That's good to know. I kind of got a little bit of that. I haven't talked to him personally, but yeah, he seems like a genuinely nice guy. All right, well, let's spitfire a few fun questions here and see if you got an answer for these, and we'll spitfire them out. Your favorite movie?
Oof, favorite movie. Man, at one point it was Coming to America, but I don't even know if that, you know what I'm saying, that's my favorite movie now as we speak. Man, that's tough. And then at one point I loved Frozen. I watched Frozen like 5-6 times. So I mean, I don't know. That's tough.
You would fit right in with my daughters then. What's your favorite snack?
Ooh, my favorite snack. Either fruit snacks or the little gummies, the little chewy little gummies.
Okay, good choice. Do you have a favorite TV show?
Honestly, I'm an anime guy. I watch a lot of anime. So anything anime really, I'm kind of into.
I've seen some of that on your Twitter feed from now and then.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of anime.
Okay. Favorite video game?
Well, I mean, I really only play like Madden for real, so it would have to be Madden.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, did you happen to see your Madden rating this year?
No, I haven't even seen it. I didn't even know those were. I thought it was just a big name guys that were out.
They just released him a little bit ago. You're 63 overall. What are your thoughts on that?
63. Wow. Who else is a 63?
Oh, I can pull that up for you. I got it right here. Let me see. We have Skipper's a 63, and Mason Rudolph and Marcus Allen, Kevin Dotson are all 63s.
Man, wow, 63.
They haven't seen you enough yet, right?
I mean, that's crazy. 63. I mean, is my tackling at least pretty high? Is my hit power pretty high? I mean,
I haven't gone through and looked at each statistic yet, but I would hope so. And if it's not, then I think you'll give them a chance to show why they should boost you up in the first update, right?
Man, that's wow. The 63. Wow.
78 speed, I can tell you that. That'll change. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's just Madden ratings. Nobody reads too much into it.
I'm not tripping on that. It's just
for sure.
It feels good to just be in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I can imagine what it'd be like to be in a video game. So
I mean, I'm not really tripping on it, but man, 63.
When you play Madden, do you use yourself on defense?
No.
No? Who do you use?
Whoever is the starter, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the starter got a better rating. If I want to win, I'm not finna put a 63 over 89 in the game. It just doesn't make sense to me. But when I play franchise with my guys, I pick myself up.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I understand that. Now, be honest. Now, have you ever gone in and changed the Madden ratings on yourself?
Oh no, that's.
No, we're gonna let Madden do that. Like I said, first update. So, all right, Ola, do you have a favorite hobby?
Ooh, favorite hobby. I mean, I like to play ping pong.
Okay.
I like to do it. Even me and Highsmith have been getting some games in already. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's good. Did you have a favorite football team growing up at all?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, at first, one of my favorite teams was the 49ers, just because their defense. You know what I'm saying? I was a defensive guy. I just loved watching defense, and their defense was insane. Their linebacking core was probably one of the best linebacking cores. You had Patrick Willis, Navarre Bowman, Alden Smith, Ahmad Brooks. Like, it was, and then their D-line, it just was insane. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of talent on that team.
No.
Did you have a favorite player growing up?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I loved watching Patrick Willis play. Just the aggression that he played with and the speed, and I loved watching Patrick Willis play.
That's what I would have guessed for you. Yeah, he was a lot of fun to watch. All right, Ola, we're just about at the end. Is there anything else that you want to share with Steelers fans that they may not already know about you?
I mean, honestly, I'm an open book. I'm just a guy ready to come into work and, you know what I'm saying, play. I feel like this season is going to be my best season. I feel like I'm in the best shape of best shape that I've ever been in my life. And I'm just ready to come into play.
All right, well, we have enjoyed watching your workout videos so far this offseason, displaying that crazy dip and bend around the edge, and we're looking forward to seeing that, not only in preseason, but hopefully early and often in the regular season as well.
For sure. I'm looking forward to it as well.
All right, Ola, I appreciate you taking the time today, and hopefully we get to talk again sometime soon.
All right, underdog.